Maybe we can join the crowd. Life is cool without sound.
Hello guys, welcome to MercBenzKing. This is the new G-Class facelift, and today as a regular engine variant. We have here the G450D, which is a 3-liter 6-cylinder diesel engine. It is, I have to be honest, one of my favorite engines for the G-Class. Either this or the G63. And now let me just turn off the light as I will show you more of the exterior. This is a beautiful manufacturer midnight blue exterior color. Interior is even more beautiful because it is fully customized to someone's taste. We have saddle seats with black Napa leather and the beautiful saddle contrast stitching, and it looks kind of goldish when the sun shines inside. Then we have the beautiful Burmester surround sound package, also available for a regular engine in the G-Class, as well as the Alcantara roof, ceiling and complete pillars. But let's first focus on the exterior, where we have more chrome details. On the side we notice the chrome side step and of course the chrome side over here. There is no night package on this specific G-Class. We have the beautiful G-Class stronger than time illumination that comes from this light over here. It will be projected on the ground. Beautiful. Then we have 20-inch rims. They are large enough for the G-Class. You have a very thick tire profile, and this is perfect for off-roading, but also for going on side paths when you want to avoid traffic jams. And by the way, we have double glass over here. This is part of the acoustic glass package. Then we have the windows completely open. In the rear you can't completely open it, but that is not a problem at all, especially if you consider the new CLA, which doesn't even open 50%. Maybe a little bit more. So moving over to the side, we see a very muscular, edgy vehicle. And this is, by the way, how children will draw a car. We are standing now right next to it. I want to emphasize also the line over here. This is an actual gap, and no, it is not for aerodynamics. This is to protect the ears of the people inside, because when you slam the door so that the sound can escape outside and there is less noisy in the interior when slamming the doors. We have beautiful color wheel cap matching the exterior color in midnight blue manufacture, and I really love the chrome part. No more night package, guys. Chrome is really something luxurious. You also see the chrome part down here in the rear and especially in the front. For every new G-Class facelift you will have the G symbol on the door handle. Not on the trunk side, by the way, but only on the door handles. And there is also the keyless entrance, so you can just put your hand on the door handle where it will lock or unlock. Inside we have beautiful yacht-like floor. And yes, it really matches the garage door over here. Then the saddle leather interior with wood trim. But I really love this yacht-like, and it is actual wood, guys. Beautiful materials. So you can put this cover back and you can just push on it for it to disappear. Let's close the door and we will take it for a drive. Beautiful chrome in the front. For the not real AMG models we have horizontal lines, 4 layers, and this also emphasizes the facelift, because the previous facelift, yes, had only 3 lines. On the top we still have the beautiful characteristic indicators, and it is amazing because then you can really see the length of the vehicle. So let's put it into drive and let's start the engine. It is relatively silent, especially if you have the window closed. But let's listen to the first throttle in this urban area. You definitely hear this very powerful diesel engine.
Now turn right.
We have acoustic glass, that means double glass, double layer. So we'll take a right turn over here. And one of the biggest advantages of driving the G-Class, you definitely notice in the city, because you are so high and above any other vehicle, you know what is going on the road. I have a small example for you. The C-Class over here, so tiny. And yes, I see what is in front of him, the cyclists, for example. And I mentioned to you that this is one of my favorite engines. And that definitely has to do, guys, with the torque and also consumption. Because I drive pretty long distances, and then when you drive constant speeds of 150 kilometers an hour or 160, which is normal on the German Autobahn, then you can expect for the G63 a consumption of more than 17, 18, maybe 20 liters per 100 kilometers. And that is impossible with this G-Wagon, the G450D. You do have a lot of power, 750 Newton meters of torque only from the engine, and then you have an additional 250 Newton meters of torque at go, so at the traffic light, or if you want to accelerate from start, due to the EQ boost. And this is the 48 volt system, so this is basically a mild hybrid, or it just uses 48 volt system for extra power. It also delivers an additional 20 horsepower on top of the already 367 horsepower that this 3-liter diesel engine delivers. So there are no turbos, this is just atmospheric 3-liter 6-cylinder, but with the 48 volt system. This car you would typically drive, or I would drive it in the city, as I mentioned before, because of the visibility, but it is also not that long of a vehicle. It is huge in height, 1 meter 90 centimeters, but the length is just like my C63 coupe, which is the W204. So it is 4 meters 75 centimeters if I'm correct in length. So you can easily park it in the city, guys. The width is another story, almost 2 meters, especially when you calculate the mirrors. But nonetheless, easy to drive, guys. Only the turning radius is difficult because you need a lot of turning for this car to move. It is not like the S-Class with the rear axle steering. This car you really have to take into account multiple tries when parking or just when taking a corner. So let's try this U-turn. I indicate, and this is what I mean, guys. Almost 3 lines, but still I have to take 2 times to do this U-turn. And now we will try to find a parking spot, since this G-Class, the facelift, also the pre-facelift, but this one has an advanced parking system. You just drive past potential spaces, you hit the P button, you drive a little bit slower so that the camera appears, and now it will try to detect parking spots. There, it found one. So what I do is I just hit on start parking procedure, and it will reverse. There's a car coming behind me. And then I release the brake. Of course the G-Class will also brake for itself. but just to be sure. So there, not sure if it will fit, so I can press this button that shows me a different perspective, and it looks good. So let's continue. Perfect, guys. And there it's finished. So guys, perfectly within the lines. Hey Mercedes.
How may I help you?
Change the ambient lighting to blue.
Okay, I'm changing the color.
There is the traffic light assist. Amazing to see whether the light turns green. And over here we have the gauges. You can change the gauges by clicking on the home button and then swiping, for example, to the full navigation view or to a more sportive view. But classic is really my favorite. You can have the full navigation screen, or actually the center with navigation information. So guys, thanks for watching MercBenzKing. I hope you liked the video with the new facelift G-Class 450D, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye bye.